Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Loving it, liking it, where you go, believing in it, walking. What you say? Better this way: liking you, loving you, and believing in you. I do. Yeah, good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the WORLD. Sister Annette, good morning to you, and let us pray.
Good morning to you, Mr. Donald, and to all our listeners. It's indeed a privilege to come before God's throne another morning. So, Heavenly Father, this morning we just want to give you praise. We just want to give you thanks for your goodness. Your mercies never fail. Even as we rise again to see a new sun rise, oh God, we just want to say how great and awesome you are. You have waken us up, many of us in our right mind. There's so many who didn't make it to see the dawn of a new day, but God, we're among those who are privileged and blessed to be in the land of the living. And even as the psalmist declared, I lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help coming from the Lord who make heaven and the earth. Lord, this morning we just want to give you praise. We just want to give you thanks for another day, a beautiful day. The psalmist declared, this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. But even as we go through this day, Lord, help us to make a conscious effort to choose to rejoice and to be glad. Whatever our hands find to do, Lord, may we do it with all our might and all our hearts, not only to please men when they are watching us, but Lord, we realize that your eyes are all seeing. You see the good and the evil, and help us to give a good account of this day, Lord. Give us that consciousness in our hearts that you are there, Lord. And even whatever situation we might be going through in our lives, we can find a time to know, even find that quiet time to say, be still and know that I am God. I'll be exalted in the earth. I'll be exalted in the nation. We can have that time where we can just reflect on who God is and on all the goodness and all the wonderful things you would have done for us and continue to do. God, today we just continue to pray for those who are going through difficult situations like grief and sicknesses and stress and other things that sometimes are being brought to bear upon our lives. Oh God, situation where sometimes we don't even know where to turn. But this morning, I praise as I read that psalm from Psalms 121. You would say, I will lift up my eyes to the hills, so whence come my help. Welcome to the Lord. Help us to look to you. We know that you are there. Sometimes we think you are so far away. But you said to us, come and seek your face, knock, and the door will be open. Ask and it will be given. So sometimes the situations are there, but you just need us to call upon you and to know that you are there and to experience your goodness and to experience that the answers to pray. So if we have faith like a grain of mustard seed, we say to this mountain be removed and to be cast in the sea. If we doubt nothing in our hearts, without faith, it is impossible to please God, because when we come to God, we must first believe that God exists and He's a reward of those who diligently seek Him. And He said, you shall find me when you seek me after me with all your heart. So this morning, may we just have a desire to seek after God. Even if we don't understand everything about God, we might say, Lord, I know you are there. You are the creator of the heaven and the earth. And I just need your help today to whatever situation you're going through. You call out His name. You can whisper His name, Jesus, and He will answer you. And oh God, we know that you're always willing and ready to hear the cries of your people, Lord. A cry out of a pure and penitent heart. Even as the man that went into the temple and he said, God, I thank you that I am not as such and such. He was boastful, he was proud. But one other gentleman stood up beside and he just smote upon his breast and he said, Lord, be merciful to me, a sinner. And the Bible said he went down to his home justified, feeling just like he had never sinned because he acknowledged God and he recognized he needed a help. And God, he confessed himself to confess his sins. And Lord, all we need to do sometimes is confess our sins and our fault. Even though we want to confess it, the Bible says confess it to one another. But even sometimes we're not ready to confess to one another, we should be willing to say, God, I have sinned against you. I have done such and such. I need your help. I need your deliverance to break these chains, these powers of darkness over our life, whatever is stressing us or causing us to be what God has not designed for us to be. And it is because of sin. Sin is always present with us. Even the Apostle Paul cried out, oh wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from this body of sin? Because we had this struggle in the flesh, and we all do have our physical struggle, Lord. But when we know how to come to the one who is the source and fount of every blessing, and who could be able to deliver, who could able to set free, Lord, who can loose us from the powers of the darkness, because the Bible says the devil comes to kill, to steal, and to destroy. But God, you have come to give us life and move more abundantly. And sometimes we allow ourselves to be controlled by the evil forces of darkness, God. And this morning we come against principalities, we come against powers, we come against stronghold, Lord. We say casting down every imagination, every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing everything captive to the obedience of Christ this morning. We pray that you'll break down strongholds today, Lord, in the lives of our people, Lord, in the nation, Lord God. We pray that you'll seal up every entrance, every we leave no avenue for the enemy to triumph over us today. Pray as our people, Lord, that we'll be a blessed nation. I pray the peace of God over our nation. I pray that, Lord, you fortify all our forts and ports of entry, God, and nothing unwholesome and unholy that will, it will cause our people to be destroyed or to be in a worse place, Lord. We come against it, Lord Jesus. We think of the amount of arms and ammunition that are coming through foods and different things, oh God, drugs and all these things that will not maybe help our people but destroy the life of our young people, especially, Lord. We continue to pray, Lord, that you would intervene, you would intercept, Lord. I pray for the RGPF, Lord, even as they do their job without fear, fever, and ill will, Lord. You grant them the desire, grant them the strength, Lord, to continue to as them what is to serve and protect us as a nation, Lord. But God, except you protect us, we are not protected. So we pray that you strengthen their hands. Pray that our citizens will cooperate with them, we show them respect, and we'll be law abiding citizens. Lord. We pray for those in authority, say whenever we meeting like manner, do not seek to pray for them. We pray for the government, we pray for those who are ruling, the opposition, all the different sectors of our society, every authority figure in whatever sphere of vocations they might be in, the judiciary, the NGOs, the private sectors, our principals, our chiefs, all these sectors, Lord, wherever the churches, where their pastors, their leaders, Lord, we lift them up before you, Lord, and we continue to pray that they'll do well. They will do great exploit for you, oh God, and I pray that our nation will benefit from those who are in authority, Lord. They will set their heart to seek you, Lord. You will give them the wisdom to know how to govern this beautiful country, Lord. Remember the other countries of the world, the nations, or the other Caribbean countries where there's struggles, Lord. In Trinidad today, where there's a state of emergency, Lord, because of what is happening, Lord, the murders that are springing through our different islands, oh God. This morning we pray, oh God, that you would intervene and you would help and human strength would fail, God. We know you're able to do it, Lord. You're able to do the exceeding. You're able to do the abundant. Above all, we could even ask or think or even desire. So this morning, we just bring our needs to you, Lord, and we ask of you to just help us, oh God. Without you help us, we cannot be helped. Unless you go with us, we will not be able to go. Except you bless us, you will not be able to be blessed, oh God. So, Lord, today we just bring all our cares, all our burdens, every anxiety, every stress, everything, Lord. I just lay it at your feet this morning. God, we just pray that you'll have your divine way. Just pray that you'll just be glorified in whatever we seek to do. You'll be honored. Your name will be lifted high in our nation, on our lips. We'll be willing to give you the praise and we'll be willing to give you thanks for the great and mighty things you will do and will continue to do. God, be Mr. Donald today as he did great on this program, Lord. May you bless this station. May you bless we left them, Lord, and continue to be a beacon in the north, continue to bring business for it, continue to bless, Lord. I speak a blessing. We pray a blessing over it and over him today, we pray. In Jesus' name, with thanksgiving. Amen and amen.
Amen.
Eh,
They say amen is not a good thing to say now.
Let it be so.
You're not asking me why, sister. You're not asking me why.
I say, let it be so.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I've heard, and I'm kind of doing some research on it now. So as soon as I figure out the whole thing and do my research, I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay.
All right. Day! Guy, you gone already?
Terry, right there.
Oh, okay.
Terrence,
Yeah,
you
well,
in the kitchen, the man, I feel.
yeah, you did by the
Right.
galley. You did by the galley. So, anyway, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day
Okay, you too have a
and
blessed
be
day.
blessed. Okay, bye bye. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning. Are you Grenada? Yeah. Um, how Eric Donaldson say, and this is the land of my birth. I said, this is the land of my birth. I said, this is Grenada, sweet Grenada, the land of my birth. Yeah. You know more of that song? We can make that song up. I create that song. This is the land of my birth. I say, this is the land of my birth. I say, this is Grenada, sweet Grenada, the land of my birth. I will never leave her shores. I will never run away. I will always be leaving the red, the green, and the gold, I say. Our nation, great among the islands. Oh, I know more. Let me just leave people song right there. Good morning, Grenada. Andre, behave yourself, please. You can't hang it, you just can't hang it. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Carrico, Petey Martin, and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. This is your friendly family station for a Tuesday morning. Tuesday with a difference.
Where you go? Where you walk?
And we had to make a quick shuffling this morning because unfortunately the guest that we had for this morning could not make it this morning. So I was like scrambling here, there. Yeah, since 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock this morning, scrambling here, there, and everywhere. Couldn't get. Phone call, no answer. I can't make it. Okay, sorry, Andrew, can't make it. Jumps are coming to you, man. I was about to do so and cancel. Honestly, I was about to say, you know what? I ain't having no thing this morning, yeah? I just leave that alone for another day. And then I said to myself, you know what? Let me go back to the person I started with. So I called Kitaka. Yeah, I called him. I said, yo, Bertrand, here's what's going on. Had a guest canceled on me. Can you make it for this morning? And he go, no, okay, Jay. I'm like, can you make it? Yes or no? No, I mean, this is groaning thing. And he said, okay, Dre, okay, yeah, I'll make it. So we have Kitaka this morning with a second version of 20 questions. Yeah, for today. And then while I have 20 questions with him, then I have at 8:30 this morning, I have Julie Dubois, Dr. Julie Dubois, and Stan Phillip, and they'll be speaking about the celebrations of the St. John's Christian Secondary School. They're presently celebrating their 60th anniversary. So you can listen up for that. That one will come around about the 8:30 hour this morning. And Kitaka will be with me at around 7:30. But with me right now is my favorite girl. That's you. Drumsticks. Good morning.
Hello, good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. I read from the Word of God, Psalm 91, verses 8. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy inhabitant. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angel charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder the young lion, and the dragon shall thou trample under feet, because he had set his love upon me. Therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him with long life. I will testify about him and show him all my salvation. This is the end of the scripture reading.
And thank you very much. How are you today, girl?
I'm good.
All right. Everybody gone already?
Yeah, everybody gone already.
I find out you got to put all that children in there. That children just spending time home. Yeah, we got to put all that children in there. Anyway, my darling, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day. Okay, then. Bye-bye. Bye. Right, great. This is real. This is FM radio. In your morning. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the world. 17 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. At approximately 20 minutes after 7, we make that link with the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office for the latest on the weather. Stay with us, friends.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
Flow FastPay. 2 minutes and you're on your way. Flow FastPay. Flow FastPay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
The Center. It's Christmas, the time for sharing and making others happy. Come into the Center and be pleased with all we have to offer. All the drinks you can think of at prices that are unbelievable. Choose from our stock of top quality, hams at rock bottom prices, and a wide range of grocery items and prices that are lower than low. Located in the town of St. Patrick's, the Center where early morning and late night shopping is available every day of the week only at the Center. Personalized shopping just got better, so give us a stop at the Center and see for yourself. The Center is just the Center, and that's what it is. Remember, for the holidays, we will be serving you as we do normally.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and new, spacious, convenient, and modern facilities on Seton Brown Street in Grenville and Grandans. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Grenville, your financial security is guaranteed.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
I'm back and I got all the chicken for the barbecue.
Excellent Farms chicken. Look how fresh and clean.
Yes, Hunt checked the label. No steroids, hormones or preservatives. And it's 100% local.
What? No chemicals? So you mean Excellent Farms chicken is safe, nutritious and natural with farm to table freshness?
Exactly. Finally, we could enjoy quality poultry. And you should see how state of the art and sanitized the farm is. Plus, it's environmentally friendly.
You serious? And like they have everything from whole chicken to liver, gizzard, feet and more?
Correct. Now you hurry and start the seasoning up.
Excellent Farms, my safe and healthy choice. For wholesale and retail inquiries, call 444-3303.
Wait, I cooking all this chicken?
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, boats of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go?
You know, they're all lined up every morning, yeah? All the radio stations that do the weather from the Morris Bishop International Airport, they're lined up. This is like my turn. Yes, I take my time. And giving us the information as it relates to the weather this morning is one of the workers down there at the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office. And representing the Met Office, as I like to say this morning, is none other than one of the beautiful ladies. We speak of Miss Cassia Johnson. Good morning, Cassia.
Good morning to you and good morning to the listeners. Here's the weather for today, Tuesday, 14th January 2025. Currently at the airport, conditions are fair, winds are calm, pressure 1014.2 millibars, which is above normal and rising. Present temperature 23.8 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 87%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.4 degrees Celsius, minimum temperature last night 24.1 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was no rainfall at the airport, hence the total for the month remains at 51.3 millimeters. Looking at the public forecast valid for today and tonight, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with the occasional light to moderate showers. Today's maximum temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves up to 4 feet in open waters. Tides are currently falling and will be low at 8:30 a.m., high at 3 p.m. Sunset today 6:01, sunrise tomorrow 6:32. Again, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with the occasional light to moderate showers. From the Met Office, I'm Cassia Johnson.
Cassia Johnson, thank you so very much, my dear. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
All right.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
Celebrating our 51st. Yeah. From 50 to 51, then 52, then 53, then 54, then 55, and 56. Yeah, then after that, yo.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
In each and everything that you do, you must be careful. Remember that, yeah? It's indeed a joy to be with you for a beautiful looking Tuesday morning. 26 minutes moving down after the 7 o'clock hour. Remember, at 7:30, we got that 20 questions thingy, that guy, right?
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
The Center. It's Christmas, the time for sharing and making others happy. Come into the Center and be pleased with all we have to offer. All the drinks you can think of at prices that are unbelievable. Choose from our stock of top quality, hams at rock bottom prices, and a wide range of grocery items and prices that are lower than low. Located in the town of St. Patrick's, the center where early morning and late night shopping is available every day of the week only at the center. Personalized shopping just got better, so give us a stop at the center and see for yourself. The center is just the center, and that's what it is. Remember, for the holidays, we will be serving you as we do normally.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Gotta be careful whatever you do, know that, yeah? I'm trying to be careful here now. Morning. How you do? Everything good? Yeah, trying to be really careful. Really, really careful now. Yeah. So remember I told you that I was having problems in relation to my guest this morning for 20 questions. Yeah, the person that I had scheduled wasn't supposed to be for this morning. No. So I had a little kind of mock up there. So I called around since 1-2 o'clock this morning. I've been calling around, and it was not easy to find someone. And then I say, you know what? Let me try this Rasta guy. You know, because well, I have a good relationship with him, but before him, I knew the father, the king of the clan. So he can't, he can't. Nah, he can't do that. He had to, Anyway, that be that. So I called him, and he was able to say, "Okay, Dre, I feel for you this morning. Only this morning." I'm like, "Yeah, it was only this morning I won." I mean, but anyway, that's how people be sometimes. They want to kind of show off and thing. No, I ain't saying he's showing off. I wouldn't say that. Are you crazy? But anyway, friends, let's just Red Girl Pascal, good morning, and John Mark, how you doing? There's somebody who I'm seeing for the first time, Jennifer Waldron. I'm not saying that you have not been there, but it's the first time I'm seeing the name Jennifer Waldron. And what I try to do whenever I see a name for the very first time, I try to recognize that person and let them know that they're loved and appreciated. And also, Jennifer, let me just take it through the paces. When you sign on, the first thing you have to do, Jennifer, is hit the like button. Yeah, you hit the like button. And then you make sure you're subscribed, right? You hit that subscribe button, and then you share with as many friends as possible. And then every day when you come on, you hit the like button and you share. You hit the like button and you share because you already subscribed. We're looking to, by the end of February, I put it, and I'm being very, very nice and easy here. By the end of February, I want us to be at 5,000. Yeah, 5,000 subscribers. We presently at 4,200, I believe. And let me just double check. I'll let you know. Uh-huh. I'm coming to the guy. I'm coming to you, sir. Just give me a moment here. I'm just doing some checks here. All right. So in relation to all right, so we have 142 persons looking right now. We have 46 of them, and me now clicking 47. I'm going to share on Facebook. So when somebody sees it on Facebook this morning, they go hit on Facebook and they'll come back and they'll when they hit it, it will come to the channel. So Waldron, I hope you've done that. So we have 47 persons liking the program already this morning, 142 looking. Anyway, let me just cut all the hullabaloo and see if we can join with the gentleman. Kitaka Mautu, good morning. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great, and you called me very early in the morning. But I guess you're really trying to see if I could embody the NNP principle of we can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. We can't sit down. You see, I wake up, I feel like putting on my green, all kind of thing. So
you know what?
I'm trying to work with you.
You're trying to work with me. Well, I tell you this though. You will make people feel like that NNP. I mean, you have to be careful there.
No. You're not NNP. I'm the NNP.
All right, okay. You'll make people feel Andrew's at NNP. Don't make people feel that at all. You know. Anyway, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I could do with about 3 more hours of sleep, but yeah, I'll leave that there.
All right, 20 questions. Welcome to 20 questions for another Tuesday. As a matter of fact, this is the second, and you are on it back to back. That's good. That's great. That's and because last time we looked at you're getting involved in the NNP and why you get involved, or you got involved with the NNP. And someone met me and they said, I love how Kitaka answered the question, why did he get involved? I said, well, how did he answer? The person said, well, he said, why not? And the person just loved that answer. You know, why not was them. They love that.
Yeah.
Miss Matheson is saying good morning to my wonderful guest. So that means it's you. And
hi, Matheson, good morning. Well, hold on, Andre. 7 minutes of my time gone. I hope you look.
No, I ain't set you yet.
I ain't coming with no long pants on, so I want to hit.
Yeah, you better. Uh-huh. All right. First question. Last evening, you were part of the first in a series of meetings as organized by the political leader of the New National Party, Emmeline Peer. And her first meeting, interestingly, was in St. Patrick last night. I had to make it, but I got caught up and then missed my ride and everything like that. So anyway, so that meeting was in River Sally last night. You're allowed to be long-winded on this one. Give us a, how do they say? The old people would say, give us a synopsis of what happened.
Big words.
Big words. Oh, yeah. What happened last night?
Yeah. So first, I would say I'm really enjoying the evolution and the new strategies that we're employing. NNPites, we like rally and vibes and energy and hopefulness and mass. And like to see the contrast of now coming and sit down and sell the vision of the party and, really go into some nitty gritties in terms of how we go forward and have that kind of heart to heart soul connection with the community. That really stood out for me last night. We had limited speakers presentation where the political leaders shared the vision for the party and moving forward. And we listened and got questions from the audience. And it was beautiful to see that energy. People were locked in. We had a video presentation to start where we showed the history of the party. And everyone was just locked in and like just amazed, because sometimes you're living and you feel like we remember all the great things that the party done for the country over the years. And it's like people saw those things and it just like awakened a spirit in them in terms of like, hey, we are NNP despite all the challenges we've been through, despite not being in government right now. Like, look at our history and what we have done. And I feel like even though we had that vision to reinvigorate the base, the supporters, and get everybody fired up for work, just seeing that inspiration on their faces, and that was really touching, and it really gives me a motivation for us to continue moving forward in terms of the work to sell the vision to the base, and to galvanize and to mobilize and to get the people ready and activated. So I see it kind of like as an activation process. And it was received well after the presentation. The political leader engaged with the various people in the constituency. I even saw our brother Clifton Paul, former rep for the constituency. I haven't seen him in such a long time. And it was great to see, some of the stalwarts, like young people, coming out in that session to hear what the party is about, where we're going, what we stand for, and to really give their commitment. Everyone who was there gave their commitment to the work ahead. And for me, that's one of the greatest success KPI that we could look at in terms of our initial intention, in terms of that vision tour, because we must galvanize the house and ensure everyone in the house is on the same page and ready to move in the right direction. I mean, there's even the possibility of an election coming very soon, despite the pronouncement by the Prime Minister. And so when things like that was spoken about, you can see like the excitement of the people. It's like, hey, if election coming up, then we have to get ready, when we starting the campaign, So for me, I feel very encouraged, and it's the first one. So we're only going to refine our technique and our approach. And I think, it's going to just continue to grow. And we look forward to the impact in terms of seeing people stepping forward to contribute. On Wednesday, we're going to be at the St. Patrick Anglican School. And so, let's continue to build the momentum. But definitely, you can feel a wave of energy flowing. And let's just keep picking up that avalanche momentum.
All right, great. But there's something here that I believe that you and others need to adjust. And it's a very simple thing, but it means so very much. Now, you speak, and we all speak of our political leader, Emmeline Pierre. But I tell you what, and it happened to me, it just happened to me. When you spoke of the political leader, instantly I thought Keith Mitchell.
Yeah.
Because he's been there for so long. So whenever, I think you need to get it into the psyche of the people who are mentioning, when they say political leader, they must end that statement by Emmeline Pierre.
Yeah.
Because you don't do that. And when you
because even Doc and Emma going through that as well. Sometimes when political leader is said, like people still look to Doc, or even when Emma has political leader, it's still
so this is something that
I take that advice definitely. So our political leader, the Honorable
Emmeline Pierre. Yeah, you have to end it with that, because you said it just now. I'm like, Keith Mitchell, and I said, "Shoot, Andre, what's wrong with you? That's not."
And by the way, Doc passed by. He gave his greeting.
Oh, he did.
And then he was like, "I'm out."
Yeah, I guess he's not. He's realizing that he does not have to be front and center anymore like that. He can pass by and
laughable. It's laughable when I see some of the nonsensical stories out there, like, oh, he's in the background, he's not going anywhere, he's running the show and he's doing this. Of course, we want his advice and support, and he's there. But definitely, I love how he has really given our current political leader, Honorable Emmeline Pierre, the room to thrive. She has this, you can call him, but he's like, you're my political leader, go forth and do great things.
Yeah,
I really love that.
There's a comment that I just put up there. Can you see it?
Good morning, Real FM from Dallas, Texas.
All right, that's what that's all I wanted you to say. Dallas, Texas.
So you could show up.
Yeah, Dallas, Texas, my brother. Dallas. Is that your child's mom and your child that I just saw there in that cup?
No, just me and him when he was a little.
Oh, you? I thought it was his mom. Yeah, yeah, just you and
But
him.
it was a gift for Father's Day. So it's one of my favorite cups.
Well, it should be. It should be. But somebody say, and here's a joke. Somebody say you count 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup. Stop. Don't go beyond. You could go 5 cups, 6 cups, 7 cup. You know that sort of thing. When
I drinking some
what?
blue tea, like blue leaf tea. The tea that's when
What
you
the
want
heck is that?
it gets blue. Hold on, let me get the package.
Yeah, yeah. Get the package. He's getting the package of blue leaf tea. Now, what is
Blue
that?
pea, so blue pea, lemongrass, and mint, made by a local Wendy Organics. So this is what it looks like. Wendy, any sales,
Ambush marketing again. Ambush marketing.
use promo code TAKA473 and I'll get the commission.
Another.
So yeah, it turns blue. Look.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Ambush marketing again. Ambush marketing. You did it yesterday. You're doing it today. Well,
I'll send a
Jesus.
check for you when I make it. I'll send a check.
Well, you better send the check. Now, second question for you. And I allowed you to be long-winded with the first one, but second question for you. Whenever the new national party has a convention, one of the things that must come very soon after, or probably might come just before it, is a youth convention. Because at the youth convention, they'll be choosing a leader, and that leader goes on to do what? Yeah? You.
Oh.
Yeah. Goes on to do what? Tell us the process. The leader is chosen, what happens? You tell us.
So I mean we got the mandate from our political leader and the executive to ensure that within this month we have a youth executive in place. We're very serious about moving forward with youth, and so that is currently being set in motion. 26th of this month at the Westall Secondary School. We're going to have that exercise where we're going to have in excess of 150 young people coming out and doing the business of the party, getting our machinery in order. From there, we'd have our president, vice president, treasurer, PRO, the whole works. And they have a very critical mandate to aggressively engage the young people of Grenada and do a lot. I mean, I'm not trying to like drop some of the things in the bag, but I will allow the incoming president to come on at some point and share some of the amazing and exciting things we have already started to put in motion, even before having an executive, because the young people in the new national party, the Amanda Japals of the world, they are very aggressive in terms of bringing forward the energy and not only waiting for directives from the executive, but they're taking initiative to come up with innovative ideas. Like even just recently, I collaborated with Amanda and Prince and so on. We have some very interesting content coming up because the young people are like, hey, we are the ones that know about TikTok and Instagram and so on. So we want to lead and drive this. And I'm so excited. And it makes my life easier as the PR of the party to have them come on board. I mean, they're aggressively engaging schools to be able to do projects there. So look out for a lot of different things across different circles and a lot of innovative strategies to engage the young people. Because that's a laser focus of the maybe people who are currently in the mix, and hopefully they have pole position, and you'll see the slate and all of that be selected at the end of the month.
Okay. You have any idea to give us a little preview on the slate, or who might be at least 2-3 of the persons who be vying for?
You're moving like some insider scoop, man.
Of course.
I'm not the general secretary of the party, man. I don't have those details, so I can't divulge that information at this point. I don't have access. So whenever that is made available for public consumption, I will definitely get that information to you.
All right. As of now, my phone does not work at 2:00 in the morning.
Well, you can 2 o'clock and get you.
My phone does not work at 2:00.
Say, life is so unfair.
Yeah, life is unfair. You know that. No, let me ask you this: How are you able to balance? Yeah, and I'm speaking here in relation to your party and the whole aspect of your party needing publicity at this time,
Mhm.
but you have to balance confidentiality like you just did
Mhm.
and sensitive issues. How are you able to do that? How do you think you'll be able to do that?
Well, I think I owe it to my journalistic experience because I have experience in being on both sides of the fence, being the prober and then also being the one being probed, as well as I'm a student of politics, geopolitics, information, and I anything I do, I study rigorously. And yes, while I do have the responsibility to share information to the public, I also have to have discernment to know well what's in my wheelhouse and what I am authorized to share and not authorized to share. Because at the end of the day, this is not a dog show. This is a serious political organization. And even though I'm young, I have to be even more sensitive and more conscious. I can't come here and get all giddy headed and just say anything. There's a certain level of responsibility I have to, disseminate accurate information and the right information. So yeah, that's my MO. So it's pretty easy.
Okay. Now, how would you measure after a period of, say, 6 months? What would you use to measure your level of success as public relations officer?
Well, six months is a very short time. I guess you're really putting the pressure on me while
Mhm.
you mark hard as a teacher. For me, critical is ensuring that brand NNP has the best, most positive public image across the country in whatever sectors. That's very, very critical. So the public opinion rating of the NNP, if we assess that now, and let's say it's at 50%, in 6 months it has to be at 70, 80, even if you had maybe even 100% if possible. Um, Secondly, um, the machinery and the office of the public relations. I mean, for me right now, I'm working rigorously in the background to improve the processes, system structures, and mobilize the necessary personnel and so on to ensure we have a top of the line public relations office and network that is very efficient and touches all mediums of communication. So in 6 months, that should be up and running, work all the kinks, and be able to be a well-oiled machine. That the message of the National Party can reach almost everyone in Grenada and beyond in the diaspora. Because at the end of the day, that is what I'm here to do to ensure that we can do that. Thirdly, set the tone and control the narrative. It's very critical. When you play catch up in politics, you're reactive. Like the current government reacts a lot. If you talk about something, if Simon says talk about something, if the new National Party raise an issue, you'd see they jumping like headless chicken to just do some cosmetic changes or correction, as opposed to having a very deep and strategic plan to execute sustainably over time. So definitely, it's very important for us to control the narrative, and controlling the narrative means that we have plans and strategy that's long term and not just short term and fleeting. So yeah, I see you want to interject there.
Yeah, I want to interject because 6 months, as you said, is a long time or a short time. That depends on where you're looking at it from. However, if we were to divide the year into quarters, 4 quarters, then 3 months would be the first quarter.
Yeah.
Now, this is my next question to you. What are the goals you have set aside for your party as it relates to public relations within the next 2 months? Because we're already at half of the first month, so 2.5 months. What are your goals?
Critical focus areas and goals for the next 3 months is consistent messaging. So clear, impactful messaging that aligns with the party's vision and our strategic objectives. And then being able to tailor that message now to the different demographics. All of that, what I'm speaking about, is currently ongoing. Then, looking and assessing and updating our brand identity, the look and feel, and the visual elements that the people of Grenada interface with in terms of the new national party. Um, then we're looking at our media engagements, which very critical. I'm currently doing that on overdrive right now in terms of building all those relationships and so on. All of this is also some of the primary foundational stuff that needs to go in to be able to do some of the things I spoke about previously. Um, being able to be on top of the line in terms of our crisis response. So all of that is being worked on right now, like our system of ensuring that we keep tabs on all information that's being published and being able to disseminate or decipher what we focus on, what we need to neutralize immediately. Ensuring our media strategy is coordinated where from print to our briefings or our interviews or our different programs, and everything is just fluid and there's a certain level of synergy. Um, all of those things are some of the critical things within this specific quarter that then sets the foundation for what I previously just spoke about. I cannot go into the teacher mode, in terms of breaking it down. So I hope that was very clear in terms of like what the strategic focus is going forward.
I could understand that in relation to how you want to go forward. But while you were talking there, it sounded also very serious and straight up and prim and proper. And the question I asked myself, and I have to ask you here, does the PRO have fun? And not just have fun for himself, but have fun with other members, maybe other members of the executive,
Well, if you know me,
or other youthful members on your side? Do you guys have fun?
well, if you know me, I always try to bring the fun in everything I do. Work for me is fun. So if you call the head of the office now, she would tell you about all the jokes we crack every day. That's for me, I believe the fun is a vital component to keep the energy and to ensure that you could be motivated. Because laughter is the greatest medicine. And I am someone who loves to laugh and joke and have fun while working. Because at the end of the day, what's the point, And for me, I like to enjoy what I'm doing. And I'm sure the people online could feel the passion and the energy and how serious I take this, but as well as how light I take it as well. Because at the end of the day, what I say? I'll work on a play.
Mix Jack, dull boy.
Now play and work, make Jack a mere toy. So you have to find the balance. And I strive. I wouldn't say I get it right every single day, every single week, but I try to monitor my energy to know, well, okay, when I just need to go up into the hills and chill, or I need to just go and sit down by the river, and I feel like I'll just go and laugh and have fun, and and that really helps. My dad had his little birthday bash this last weekend there. It's very good to see family come together and him just enjoy. He loves family, yeah? And so that was a moment for me to just go there and just get some vibes and some fun, talk to siblings, laugh, and energize for the road ahead.
This question was not going to come not until at the end, but the fact that you brought in family here, I have to. I know a young lady who's your sister. I know her pretty well, and I know that she's a very humble young lady. But one thing, if anybody wants to do so and see the other side of her, which is not a very pleasant side that they will come in contact with, is touch Kitaka and then she go into kill mood. I know that about her. But I want to know, because I know that with all of that, she's not really and truly in the forefront of many things. She's not forefront on the media. Sometimes she posts a pic or two. She's not forefront in politics. How the hell did she take you getting involved and getting involved at that level? How did she take that?
Everybody was shocked because I didn't discuss this with my family. Like literally, they just saw me on a stage in Emily Pierre's meeting, and then it just things just unfolding.
Yeah.
So I guess they're just being thrown into the deep end. But I think my family has trusted me over the years in my unorthodox methodology. But they have grown to see that it always sometimes hits to good outcomes. And so they trust my judgment. And I've forged like strong relationship with each individual family member, where we have
But your sister, bro.
Well, I am like a big bro at the same time as being a
I
little.
know.
We have a very deep relationship. I think like she really, really like has a strong love for me and a sort of protective energy. Like she is kind of like a second mom. And so she was like, "Oh, you're a big NNP now, boy."
I expected that. I expected some. That's what I wanted to hear.
And sometimes she look at me and she just be like, "Hard boy, my brother is a big NNP, a big politician."
and Imhotep.
Well, Imhotep actually is a mentor of mine.
Mm-hmm.
He's a brilliant guy and a resource. He's someone I would call a lot for information because people don't know him because he's a very humble guy, but
very, very
I
humble.
look at him as a genius. Like he is a genius. Like his brain, the way his mind works and solves problems. Like he's into beekeeping, he's forestry, farmer. He's a scientist.
Everything.
Like Daddy gave him the name Imhotep, which is like the father of medicine in ancient Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
He embodies that. And so I call him all the time, like to get information about farming, like a lot of things that I share. I learn a lot from the community, and he's someone that I learn a lot from. I call him and say, like, what's going on with the farmers? Like, what's going on here? Like, explain this to me, and he's able to do so. And I learn a lot. He's like one of my big teachers. And
so would you say that in relation to keep?
He's not a political person like that. He's not partisan, but he trusts my judgment, and he gives me the technical support wherever I require.
So Imhotep is your go-to person. He's your go-to person for underground. He's your go-to, and in wherever he lives, you just leave where he lives out of this. Wherever he lives, he's your go-to person there. For finding out what's happening on the ground, find out what's happening with the farmers, maybe on a national level, based on his involvement. How do you see him playing a role in helping you to get young people more involved in this? Although, as you have just said, that he's never front and center in this. You can say if there's one non-partisan person in Grenada, it's Imhotep.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't envisioned that as yet. Me, I always try to see how I could bring everybody on board. He's a tougher sell on a partisan level, but from a national development level, of course, I can count on him in any way. And in terms of young people, a lot of young men look up to him because he's a guy who takes time to mentor young men, and he traverses across Grenada all over. Like I see this guy everywhere. I'm driving and I'm seeing him like all roads. He knows Grenada like the back of his hand. So he definitely is someone that does it right now. Like that's his life. He mentors. He so and so. Whatever way I can support him in whatever way I can, and whatever way I can try to whisper in his ear, I'll try. But I mean, at the end of the day, everyone has their choice, and I can't, whatever I get a lot from him already, so I'm not going to be greedy,
Well, I know he'll be listening wherever he is at this time, so I just give him one message. Yo, brethren, don't let this guy whisper in your ear nothing. Don't let him whisper in your ear nothing. Don't let that happen. Your party will have to deal with crisis. There will be areas of concern that may pop up as it relates to different things, even something that a member of the party may have done.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? Or may have said.
Mm-hmm.
Is your party in a position at this time? I remember one time I heard that you guys had a rapid response unit. What is the makeup of your response now when you have crises to deal with?
Well, it's very critical to assess quickly. So that's very important. And I mean, in the social media era, so once something is hot, you would see your inbox start to get flooded with forwarded from people, So right now, picking up what's going on it's easier than it has been before, because everyone is online, and once something busts, even if it's not something of critical concern, obviously you have to have your channels open to be able to be fed that information. and to be fed accurate information, to be able to assess accurate information, to be able to first ascertain what's the crisis level. Is it something that's going to just last for today and drop? Does it have legs? Is it true? Does it make sense? Because something that I think I would bring to the table very critically is really assessing what is a crisis. Because sometimes in our approach, we sometimes magnify things that wouldn't even have gotten any legs, but sometimes our own supporters share baseless propaganda. And so then we are the ones that shared more than even an average independent thinker who could just see through it. So sometimes we have to really detach ourselves from the situation emotionally and be strategic. And that's definitely an approach we endeavor to bring into our crisis department, because not every time you hear somebody cries, most times it's cry of wolf. And so then we give those wolf cries more credibility by coming and talk about it. And so then it dies a natural death if you allow it to face the elements, because God and time, like let's say for instance, before the convention, I was seeing a slew of articles by some people, like all types of things, NMP mash up and this and that. And, we didn't take the approach to have to run out there and try to defend those baseless propaganda. God and time. Convention is going to be a month tomorrow. We are still here, stronger than ever, and mobilizing and injecting new energy and attracting people. So let's say we had spent resources and time going on program to say, no, we're not mashing up, we're good. Waste of energy when we have important things to do. We have a country to rescue, and we have policies to deliver and programs to deliver to take our people out of this hole they're in right now. And we are laser focused on that. And yes, I might be giving you the Donald Trump by taking your question and flipping it into another direction.
That's okay.
I'm
allowing you that because I had to call you early this morning.
Yeah.
So I'm allowing you different things.
Yes, but to summarize, assessment of crisis is critical now, and we get information quickly. Our meter criteria is there to inset, and we are unemotional in our process to be able to deal with the things. Sometimes overzealous supporters would be like, oh, we need to deal with that. But over time, I have taken it as a serious responsibility of mine to publicly always come out and do what I can when I feel like it's crisis, when we feel like it's crisis. And even now in these candid interviews, I'm doing a lot of that work as well. Different interviews I've been on to just soberly dispel those things, and people are seeing for themselves. And since the convention, you can see there has been a drastic decrease in the propaganda.
All right. So my next question is simply this, and it was: have they stopped or have they been stunned?
I'll take the latter.
So they've been stunned, and why would you say that?
Because imagine, and that's a danger in politics. You can't believe your propaganda, because your propaganda is tailored to make you look way better than you are, and tailored to make your opponent look worse than they are. And so you need to always be grounded in reality. And I feel like the people who have put out some of those things actually believe their lies. And so let's say a simple thing like, Dr. Mitchell would never give up power. He's so power hungry and he wants to be in power forever and ever and ever. I mean, come on, the man has been a prime minister for 23 years, bro. Been there, done that. Like, it's not that bed of roses that you see. It's tough work. It's hard. It's a lot of work. He's been there, done that, And when the convention happened and seeing Honorable Evelyn Pear become the leader, imagine, like, I'm just trying to imagine the psychology of those people who never thought that would happen. Like, that could be traumatic to them. Because imagine all your life, you believe, he would never go, this is that, he hungry for power. And now he's no longer the political leader. So then your whole worldview just come crashing down. All of that. So I'm sure the stunnedness is there. I mean, we cannot attract young people. NMP done. Nobody of substance or caliber would want to go and associate with the new national party.
Okay, just to let folks know that if they have questions, they can put it up on the YouTube channel, or they can WhatsApp the station. They know the number 4420175. That's a WhatsApp number. So if you have questions or either way, you can put them up, or you can call 442-0175. Those are numbers that you can call. Now, here's a trick question at the beginning, and remember that this answer will go with you, will stay with you, not just for the rest of your life, definitely, but for the period that you remain committed to politics in the forefront. NNP wins the election, and you have indicated that, hey, no, Andre, I really and truly have no interest at this particular point in time in representing a particular constituency as a candidate. However, NNP wins the elections, and the party has that option to name 6 senators. You are the public relations officer. You are seeing now how the magnitude of that job. And then you are offered the opportunity to become a senator with, say, responsible for youth and sport and culture, right down your alley. Would you take it?
That's a very deep question.
I know it is.
So you have me back at the seat now. To be honest, like my default is I feel I'm most effective for the party, not being tied into like government and that type of thing. I think I would be most effective to be a floater. Yes, I would support almost everything that I can physically support with my skill sets. But however, I feel like I will be most effective outside as a wild card. I think I'm a radical. I'm a rebel. And I
rebels could be senators.
But I would also say this. I mean, I'm a team player as well. So it's not only about my ego and what I see for myself, because to be honest, I didn't see myself involved in politics like this. So this is testament to me being open to the divine flow of life and what is required for me, because I wake up every morning and I try to just be of maximum value and service to whatever I try to do. So if I'm in daddy mode, I try to do the best I could do. I'm here on this interview, I'm giving you my 100. That's just my MO. And if the party feels strongly about me being anything else, I would give it serious consideration, and evaluate. But my default is I feel I am most effective as a wild card outside, floating and using my chameleon-ness.
Yeah. We've got a caller online, though. We've got a caller. Let's take this caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Andre. This is Pastor Louis here.
Hi, how are you doing?
Not bad at all, sir.
Good. Hold on. Kitaka, you're hearing him, right?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, great. Go ahead, Louis.
Yes, Mr. Titaka Mautu. I try to practice the name before I call.
Well, and it's not a T, it's a K. It's Kitaka.
Okay.
K as in opening your door key. Kitaka, right.
Okay, wonderful.
It's not Titaka.
Right.
All right, let's go.
Right. And I'm sitting here and listening to you. And over the past years, I can remember being part facilitator and supervisor of the Money program.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing this young man, Mr. Donald, he always on a low during those period of years. And sitting here and listening to Mr. Mautu, to be honest, I'm flabbergasted. I take your word. I'm flabbergasted. I'm very proud of you, sir. And you, as a young man, is a force to really reckon with as a young person under the new national party. You is basically a breath of fresh air. You could feel the power. You could feel the way in which you express yourself. There was not a mistake to have you as a PRO. And I'm very proud of you. I want to say very proud of you. I know your dad very much. I also know your sister very much, and you continue to be humble, sir. And as I said, sitting on here and listen to you, I never believed that one day Mr. Mautu would have been that brilliant person. Continue to be brilliant, sir. I think that Grenada have what it takes to push this country forward with its young people.
No, might I say something to before you run away?
Yes, sir.
Two things happened very early in Mr. Mautu's life. One, he went to school in SAS.
Okay.
And two,
Okay.
And two, his first job was at Real FM. What do you expect? Greatness.
That was Mr. Mautu say a while ago, but he like to show off.
No, I ain't showing off. I'm just speaking the truth.
If again?
Really like to show off,
I speak the truth. Come on, think about it. Just sit down and think about it.
Well, that is good. I mean, and congratulations to you for that. So during that time, Mr. Mautu in SAS, who were your principals, sir?
My principal was Joylyn Lyle for the first 4 years, I think. And then Pamela Moses was for like a year or so.
Oh, so Pamela Moses came in after her?
Yes.
Okay, right. So you did a good job, man. You take it, Mr. Andre. Bye-bye. You take it, man.
Yeah, man. One love. Take care. 442-0175. That's the digits. Those are the digits that you can dial. And you have a question. Let's find out if there's somebody else. No, there isn't. 442-0175. And there is someone. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Andre Donald.
Come, lift it up for him.
Okay. Good morning to Mr. Kitaka.
Right, good.
But I have not met the gentleman yet, so I don't know him in person. I saw him on television, and I am very much proud of him. I think he have the ball well caught already. I will hope to hear and to see much more in his development. When he spoke about the meeting with the young people and to put the organ in place for the young people, I think that's a brilliant start. Brilliant way to start up. Don't go ahead and leave the young people behind. But we have to teach our NMP supporters to be able to play the game fair. Don't, because you lost or we lost, course back people and make certain remarks. We have to be able to stand tall. There is no other political party in Grenada that have able to reach where the NMP reach in terms of development, in terms of party work, in terms of young people. None have not. So if we drop the ball now and we get swell-headed and everything, we answer back people and vex with some people because of their position, we will not allow NMP to strive. So I just hope that Mr. Kitaka is aware of that. You know, sometimes people say things and you get vexed. Oh, he's not an NMP again, he's not this again. People will have the different idea of different things. And we have to learn to live with that. The NMP is a strong body. And I said before, if we are organized properly, with proper structure in place, the NMP can hold the reins again. They can hold the reins again, but we have to be careful. Some people, they don't like criticism. We have to take some criticism at times. We have to take some criticism at times. Once the party is willing to accept that and take some criticism, from the top go down, we have to criticize some people at times. And once that is done, NMP is on the road for success. Thank you very much, Mr. Kitaka. I hope to meet you sometime so I could learn more from you. You are very much intelligent and you have the ball.
Before you go, Cliff, let me just let Kitaka know. Clifford likes to drink beers, but he don't buy. So you have to buy.
I got him.
Yeah. So.
I don't buy for who I don't know.
So how come you don't buy for me? How come you don't buy for me?
Because I buy for you all of the time.
Well,
You buy from me, Cliff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clifford, let me do a swap because I know
You remember you promised me one in the funeral?
Yeah, hold on. The gentleman talking to you, Clifford. Listen.
Right.
Clifford, can you
Listen.
hear me? Can you hear me, Clifford?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah. Let's do a swap. So I'll buy the beers and you supply me with the coconut water. I know you're a farmer. I like coconut water. So you could do that?
Yeah, I wasn't hearing you through
Oh,
the other thing.
he said he'll buy the beers, Clifford, and you supply coconut water.
Yeah, but perhaps I don't have coconut water
Well,
on
you
site.
better find. When you're ready with the coconut water, call him.
Gotta figure out it.
Hey, yo, I hope you meet the gentleman as soon as
Yes.
is possible and to continue your good work.
Most definitely, what will happen is that whenever he's coming to St. John to make a walkabout or whatever, he'll find his way to you. Trust me on that one.
That's easy.
All right, one love, Cliff.
But Andrew, I want to respond to something he said, which
Sure.
I think is very important, and it is top of the line agenda as well from our new political leader, Honorable Emmeline Fair. Unity, and it's not a new concept for the new National Party because we have been able to win 15 seats on 3 occasions, which suggests that there must be some kind of secret formula that is able to pull people who may have once been enemies to be friends, or who may have once been disgruntled to no longer be disgruntled, and to put that aside to come together for country, to come together for Project Grenada, to now come together for Rescue Grenada. And I have no fear, and I want to echo the sentiments of Clifford, that we have to bury the hatchet on a lot of things and look at the bigger picture.
All right,
And
we
the
have
big-
a caller here on the cell phone. Let's see how this one will go through and how will you be able to hear this person. Good morning and welcome to the program. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, Mr. Donald and the young man. I think his name is too much for to call. His
Yeah.
name is so unusual.
Yes.
And I guess he's an unusual individual. And I thank God for him as a young man. When I heard him, and I think last week to the point, I was very impressed. And Mr. Rollo, who is a man who's very in-depth and intelligent himself, said he was very impressed of him. So, young man, maybe you could have a talk with Mr. Rollo. He has a lot of information and advice as an older gentleman. And I thank God that you are in the right party to help us to bring us to where Grenada should be. Not any people or so, but Grenada, not a party, if I should say that. And I pray that God will continue to bless you and help you to advance and to help Grenada. So that's it for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. Have a nice morning. Kitaka, that lady has been listening Real FM from day one up until now. So, that's a 20 plus, years.
from Stalwarts.
Yeah. We got another call again. Oops, we lost that one. So that person can call back.
I appreciate that, and I welcome all the prayers and all the words of encouragement because it's important to stay grounded, stay focused on the work ahead.
We have 23 minutes now after I have Julie Dubois and Stan Phillip. They're going to come up at around the half an hour mark because we'll be talking about the St. John's Christian Secondary School. So that's going to come up. But we have another call online. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Andre.
Yeah, go ahead. Quickly,
Good morning,
please.
Kitaka. How are you?
I'm doing good, my brother.
Kitaka, I'm very proud of you in the PRO of this NMP party. And you continue to do a wonderful job to informing the people of Greater Caribbean Beat Mate. And I do believe the majority of young people, they are very impressed, and the seniors are very impressed with you as you take a journey to bring the information to the people of Greater Caribbean Beat Mate. And as the PRO of the St. John Northwest, we work together to bring out the information to the people of Greater Caribbean Beat Mate about the party, what the party stands for. And one of the things I always say, like in life, yes, people will draw away, but then why they draw away? We have to lambaste them. We have to pray for them that they will come back into the house. And I always say in life, nothing like in times of trial and tribulation where someone might need, and two men approach him and one brings something that is very nice and tantalizing the side. But the next man may come with something that is not sufficient to what the person wants. They will go for the person who say something nice thing to them, as with the last election got a lot of wonderful promises that is or could not fulfill, and the people are going to kind of beat him multiple for that. But now they recognize this government was just lying for them and promising things that is unable to fulfill. So yes, we have to forgive, man. We have to forgive people. And people make mistakes, we make mistakes. So then they learn from the mistake, and then we have to encourage them to come back into the house. Because the house is there's room, and there will be room.
All right.
And there's unity is strength, and we have to come together and unite to rescue our country.
Okay.
So,
Thank you. Have a nice day. Good. It's real. It's 91 4420175. We have what? 8:25 is our time. Still can take a couple of callers. 4420175. You can call, and you will be able to have that sort of a discussion, if you'd call it that, with Kitaka, who is the public relations officer for the new National Party. I know you did hit the ground running. Have you been able to cause young people to start to see this thing different?
Yeah, I'm amazed though. I'm amazed because before I wasn't as optimistic. Optimism level was at a level, but not at the level that it is now. Because while the young voter demographic is the largest, it's also the most difficult demographic. It's the most like don't care demographic about politics. It's like a lot of young people are like just in another world. Like they don't even understand certain things. And so I was a bit like I see that as a huge task. But interestingly, Andre, from all levels, like I will give you a story. I was in River Sally on Sunday, and I walk in, and this little girl, like she's like more like maybe like 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there, not even a teenager. She's like, "Hey, you man, you! I see you on the TV."
Yes.
Back now, and I'm like, "Really?" I said, "Sure, it's me, see." And I try let's like
Yeah.
say, "Yes, I see you. And I'm talking about the community, and I'm talking about engagement and people." And she was so smart and like so assertive, and she had all her friends there with her. And it's like, "Yeah, you we see." And so I stopped and I asked, and yeah, they actually are listening and paying attention, and they were looking at news and seeing me. And then I went and took a picture of them. I actually posted it on my Facebook. I
Yeah.
said, you might be doing all of this. I might come here, attack the government, do what I have to do, whatever. But then you don't really realize the magnitude of how much people actually listening, and you might not get the feedback. And I'm someone, I don't get caught up in the feedback too much about myself and what's going on. Like, I don't even go back in the comments too much. I let people look at it and filter it to me and so on. I try to protect my mind, from even the hype and also the negative.
All right. So before you go on there, we've got two callers and we ain't got much time. Let's take the landline caller because that person came in first, and we'll give them a minute. You have a minute. Go ahead, please.
Morning, Andre.
Yes. Good morning.
Morning, Kitaka.
Hey, BJ, what's up?
I'm fine. I just want to join in with the other callers before to say that having worked with Kitaka over the last few months and I have gotten close to him, and I think I probably can say that with a bit of certainty. That's a good find for the NNP. I have no doubt about that whatsoever.
Okay.
So, Andre, just also want to tell you that you missed out a great session with River Sally last night.
Let's not get into that. And Kitaka will be the first person to tell you, don't get into that one. Just leave that one alone.
I'll be uncomfortable.
Anyway, have a good day, Kitaka.
All right,
Take care,
then.
and God
Wonderful.
bless you and Andre.
Okay, thank you, Kita.
I'll be uncomfortable. Yesterday, I promised Andrea a ride, and I was so caught up in walking, and I got so on, and I didn't go and give Andrea the ride. So I ain't go wait for the secret to bus. I taken accountability for my lack of Uber services to Angela and to get into the meeting. So
We've got somebody online. We've got somebody else on the WhatsApp. Though. Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, Andrew. How are you doing?
Not too bad, sir.
Good morning to your guests. Yes, I love the energy of your guests, and I just want to highlight a point. I think one of the problems that we have with the young people is that some of the terminologies that use in political terms, the youths not aware of that. Even for instance, our pension today, when you talk about gratuity, and you talk with some of the people don't understand what gratuity. So I'm saying to your guests, the knowledge they would be able to explain a lot of political when you have in your convention like that, a lot that we don't understand. We need some clarity on those stuff, and I think you are knowledgeable about it. I'm asking when you're going through an exhibition as politicians, you only look for a vote and don't look to run the country. So a lot of things have been said as an lobby energy, take in negatives and turn it into positives. So that's my contribution this morning.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, sir. This is Real. This is 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. Broadcasting from studios located Main Street, Sateers, inside a beautiful historical St. Patrick. Good morning to you, wherever you are. And it is indeed a joy to have you on board. Now, let me tell you something. I think our viewers got up to 300 plus, but we're back down now to 281. No. What is lovely about that is that we have 281. That's 281 persons we know who are viewing right now. But the greatest thing about this is when I look at the likes, that little thing that says, the thumbs up, and I'm looking at it now and I'm seeing that I only mentioned about the likes and so once earlier this morning. And we've already gotten up to 106 likes for this morning. And that is absolutely magnificent. As a matter of fact, Chunky McIntyre said this, Kitaka. Thanks, Kitaka. Thanks. Kitaka got his 101. So they were doing so and looking forward to giving you.
Are you serious about all the likes here?
Yeah, they ain't playing with this one. They were just looking forward to ensuring that you got to your 100, and that's all they wanted. That's how my people work. That's how my people work. I did say to you, Kitaka, that I have other responsibilities this morning. It was indeed, this one was not really a 20 questions, we just floated around, sort of fill the gaps a bit. However, most people, when they do an interview, the broadcaster gives it away by saying, oh, well, anything else you want to say? That's like a giveaway. The person could say no, or the person could go into something and you can't stop them. My thing to you, Kitaka, someone met me, it was about 2 weeks ago, and the person is not, to me, is not known to be a supporter of the New National Party. However, what that person asked me was very, very revealing. The person says, Andre, with that young people and them all you're putting on the executive on all your executive day, are you looking to change the shade of the green? No, I don't think he understood what he was saying. I think he felt, because me, when I listened to him first time, I thought I honestly saw him saying, well, you're looking to change the shade of the green, meaning we're looking to change the people inside the executive who basically running the party, which is what was done. But then when I sat down, I asked myself, the shade of the green, Andre, the Congress, they changed the shade of the yellow. Eh? That's all. I don't know if you choose to comment on that.
I can't comment after. I'll be like the world boss. What is under my nose? I'm out.
Yeah. But seriously, and that may be something that the New National Party need to consider, maybe, because you spoke to something at the beginning.
Time is definitely.
Time will tell. Yeah, because you spoke to something at the beginning, and you said what you call it, rebranding.
Yeah.
You spoke of rebranding, and that to me was something that was very, very important right there. But it was indeed a joy having you, my brother. And
I wish you're gonna come through next week. You know what it is? Story.
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah, I hear you. Anyway, take care of yourself. Don't do what I wouldn't do. Stay on the right side of life. We're going to take a commercial break, friends, and we'll be right back with more for you on your favorite radio station. This is Real FM Radio.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and new, spacious, convenient, and modern facilities on Seton Brown Street in Grenville and Grandans. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Grenville, your financial security is guaranteed.
The Center. It's Christmas, the time for sharing and making others happy. Come into the Center and be pleased with all we have to offer. All the drinks you can think of at prices that are unbelievable. Choose from our stock of top quality, hams at rock bottom prices, and a wide range of grocery items and prices that are lower than low. Located in the town of St. Patrick's, the Center where early morning and late night shopping is available every day of the week only at the Center. Personalized shopping just got better, so give us a stop at the Center and see for yourself. The Center is just the Center, and that's what it is. Remember, for the holidays, we will be serving you as we do normally.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Seasons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of colors.
Color by Seasons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Seasons. Seasons. Express your style with Color by Seasons.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself, a taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Ben Jones Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
I'm back and I got all the chicken for the barbecue.
Excellent Farms chicken. Look how fresh and clean.
Yes, Hunt checked the label. No steroids, hormones, or preservatives. And it's 100% local.
What? No chemicals? So you mean Excellent Farms chicken is safe, nutritious, and natural with farm to table freshness?
Exactly. Finally, we can enjoy quality poultry. And you should see how state of the art and sanitized the farm is. Plus, it's environmentally friendly.
You serious? And like they have everything from whole chicken to liver, gizzard, feet, and more.
Correct. Now you hurry and start the seasoning up.
Excellent Farms, my safe and healthy choice. For wholesale and retail inquiries, call 444-3303.
Wait, I cooking all this chicken?
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, boats of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do.
There's no telling what the birds will do. The birds of prey that await you. And I did say to you that I was going to have Dr. Julie Dubois and Stan Phillip with me this morning for a spit. They were supposed to start at 8:30. Of course, they weren't ready at 8:30. So what we'd have to do is that we probably stretch them for a little bit. And they're showing up hands like throwing tantrums and thinking, what's really going on? Hello? Next thing I press, sorry, I lost that call in. Stan, you're a bit too close to your camera. You need to back off a bit. Your head's getting cut off. Well, wait now. Your device not connected now, Stan. You were there all along. Let me bring in the most gracious Dr. Julie Dubois. Good morning to you. How are you doing, ma'am? I trust that you're having a wonderful day. Okay, so you need to unmute your device. Or do I?
I did so.
All right, you need to unmute.
I did unmute.
Your device. No, Julie, I'm not hearing you at all. You're hearing me, but I'm not hearing you at all. And so that will be on your end. You need to activate your mic or something on your end. Let's see if you can do that. Let's see how and when Stan will get back in. So, friends, here you're seeing Dr. Julie Dubois, her pretty face right there. No, see, we're still not hearing you. I know you're hearing me, but I'm still not hearing you. And my microphone and everything is good because I just used it. I just used it with Kitaka, and I know you saw that and you heard a bit. So I don't know what's going on your end there, Doc. But I'd love to speak to you this morning about the St. John's Christian Secondary School. It's 17 minutes before the 9 o'clock hour. That's our time. Stan, where is Stan anyway? Okay, so fine. They're both gone out, and I guess they will come back in. Let me see what my people on the chat. Let me see what they're saying. Shirley Scarrett is saying good morning. Bertrand Lamotte has said good morning. Education and competency is our solution. Bernadette Joseph says good morning. Bertrand John. Kitaka is a defender of the poor and the vulnerable in our country. Yeah, we're waiting for the people to sign back in. David Lancilos. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Amanda Jeremiah, we hearing her. Oh, you hearing her? That's interesting. You hearing her, but I am not hearing her. And I just came off with Kitaka. So the problem, I don't know. The problem
I am hearing.
problem cannot be mine. They're saying that they're hearing you, and I'm wondering, I am not hearing you. This is rather interesting because I made no adjustments and I've just come from speaking with Kitaka. Where is Stan? Let's see what happens when Stan comes in. Let me see what happens. We're hearing her. Well, everybody's hearing you. And I wish I could do the interview this way. Okay. Doc, I'm going to ask you a direct question. And what I want you to do is to nod. All right? And then I'll get nod or shake your head. Are you using a computer? Good. So what I want you to do, Doc, is grab your phone and call me on 442-0175. And the phone, it will lock you in. 442-0175. That will lock you in there. All right. I'll know when you call. I'll know when you get in, then you get locked into the system. I'll see that. Right. So you locked in there. Leave that there, Doc. Now mute your computer. All right. So your computer is muted. You're hearing me, correct? Just nod if you're hearing me. Put your phone, put that on speaker. Put your phone on speaker. All right. And you're there. You're hearing me.
Yeah, it's a bit lower than before, but
a bit lower than before, but you are hearing me. That is good.
Yeah.
Good, wonderful. See how I can be a genius sometimes, Doc. Yeah. So we've got you there. Where is Stan? He just disappeared on us. So we're gonna continue anyway. Good morning. What a beautiful. Is that red or pink?
It is red.
It is red.
By
Interesting.
the way, my school color is blue.
That's what I'm saying. I was just about to ask you, how could you be wearing red when your school color is blue or yellow?
You have a little blue here.
Oh, there's a little blue there.
And I have a little blue here.
Oh, there you go, your nails. You had to push that one. You had to push that one in, Julie. You had to push that in. Oh me, oh my. So let's see. I think Stan has joined. Stan, you need to come a bit closer. Right, Stan. That's a beautiful view there. Let me see if I can add you to this, Stan. Stan, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Well, what the hell just happened?
It's on your end.
I'm believing now it's on my end, but I just came from speaking to Kitaka.
I was tuned in and I heard everything.
Yeah, I'm wondering what it is. Okay, so fine. So I have you there. So I'm gonna put Stan. Where am I gonna put Stan? Okay, you know what? Okay, Stan, are you hearing me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Right. So stop. Julie, I want you to do me a favor. Switch off your phone, Julie. All right. Now, I did hear you put down the phone, Julie. Are you hearing me? Dubois, are you hearing me?
Okay.
You're hearing me now. Good. I heard you. Good. And I heard you. So I think I've got it sorted out on my end. So to you lovely people, good morning. I see you wearing, what's that you're wearing? Badges that belong to the school?
Yes, with a 60 on there.
Okay.
I'm coming closer so you can see.
Oh, congratulations. It looks a lot like the 50th.
No. It's
I'd
better
say
than.
looks like.
Okay, great. It's better
I
than the.
didn't say, I didn't know. Stan, did you bring those in from China?
No, I didn't.
They came from the US.
Oh, they came from the US. Now, folks, let me let you know. I'm speaking here with Stan Phillip and Dr. Julie Dubois. They are both affiliated to, in one or another, to the St. John's Christian Secondary School, a school which started some 60 years ago in the parish of St. John. Now, there's a lot of interesting things about the St. John Christian Secondary School, but one of the most interesting things of that school, and I always like to be the one who says it. I don't want anybody to do so and say it and leave me out of it. Now, the longest serving principal, or the principal that served the longest at that institution, was George Wilson, known as Brother George throughout Grenada. Now, when you pick in principals, you start by picking Cresswell Julian, and then you go on and you pick
Ashby.
Victor Ashby, and then you go on and you pick Glenda Mason Francis, and then you pick Sister, and then you pick brother, whatever his name, at the Presentation Brothers College. But most definitely, you have to include in that mix Brother George. And to me, Brother George should have been the first pick. Why? And I'll tell you why. Simply this. Brother George started school. You know what? Stan Phillip, pick up the tale of Brother George. You're from St. Mark. Julie is from St. Mark. I believe you should pick up. Nah, or should I let Julie pick it up? Choose whichever one of you. Pick up the tale on Brother George started school at the age of. I'm waiting. At the age of what?
I must say I am not sure about the age, but I think it was 16, 17 thereabout.
No, you're wrong. I hate to tell you that. I hate to. Stan, what was the age?
We
I think
don't have.
it's closer to 18.
No. Did you do your maths and figure out that it's closer to the 20s or to about 28?
Not secondary school.
Of course. He did. Do the maths. I stand corrected, but do the maths. And I believe that that's where it is. But nonetheless, he attended secondary school very late, but was able to come back and be principal of that school. Massive achievement in any sphere. In Grenada, in the OECS, in CARICOM, in Commonwealth, in the world. To start working at the school before you started your education at the school, and then end up being the principal of the school, I believe nowhere else.
Yeah, I think Andre, and that speaks to the type of institution that we belong to. And saying we, and don't pull yourself out. I'm not going to say anything else, because we love to say that Shaper School is a school of second chances. And it'll be nice for us to just remind Grenadians that in the 60s, the secondary schools that people knew about was GBSS, PBS, Convent, those schools in the south and in Grenville. So students from the western side had to travel to St. George's to go to school. And when Reverend Shephar came to Grenada in the 60s, between 60 and 63, he saw what was happening. Now remember, those days we had the under 12, under 14, then common entrance. Then school living, and school entrance exams. So if you didn't pass common entrance, 12 and 14, you did not make it in the school living. The only way I could have gotten into secondary school was through the school's entrance exam. And a lot of those exams in the schools in the south was pitched for the creme de la creme, right? So a number of people could not have attended secondary school. And when Reverend Shephar came to Grenada and he saw that, he made a promise to himself that he would do something about it. And when he started the school in 65, he literally pulled people from all over the place. I mean, he went to Guava and guys who were pulling nets wasn't going to school. He said, come to school. Most people came to school without passing an exam, passing the entrance exam. And Brother George was one of those who came to work in the school. As I said, he was whitewashing the wall. Those days, those bookends didn't used to be painted because of the rough walls. You had to use whitewash.
Mm-hmm.
And he was whitewashing the wall, and the whitewash finished. So Reverend Chipper had to go to St. George's to get some more whitewash. So he told Brother George, you wait here until I come back. And Brother George happened to sit at the back of the class. One of the classes waiting.
Mm-hmm.
And the time Reverend Chipper came back, he gave Brother George an opportunity to choose whether he wants to continue working or come to school. And he chose to remain in school. And as I said, it was in his advanced years that he entered school. But that's the story of many other people who came to school at 19 and 20 and 25, entered Chipper School at that age, right? So it gave ordinary people an opportunity to get a secondary education. Like I said, because we had to write the exams to get in, sometimes you don't pass, but they still take you, right? Once you go to Reverend Chipper and say, look, I want to go, it had to do with your desire to excel. Once you wanted to do, he gave you the opportunity. And that's the history of the school, and the products of the school prove that that was a phenomenal step taken. I don't know if you want us to say that the place where we are now is not the original building, but Ferron's troops occupied that building, that the bookend that was used to start the school. So there's a lot of history there. And there's a gentleman who wrote books, and the history of Shaper School is written there. Mm-hmm. So we are celebrating 60 years of excellence, right? An institution that gave many of us a second chance at being where we are.
Okay. Here's a question for Dr. Dubois. Doc, speaking here to your personal development as a dentist and your journey to become a dentist, how did Shaper School, or what role did attending that school play in you becoming what you are today?
The first thing is the principles on which the school are founded, and that is Christian principles. Now, we were instilled values and, principles of good living and faith in God. The school was enshrined in that. And as you go along life's way, and when you leave school especially, and you face the world outside and you encounter your little challenges and so on, the songs we sang, the scriptures we read, I mean, we went to churches as well, but in school, that bond, that, I can only say, Andre, the principles that we were taught in that school, it came back on our journey in life and into becoming what we are today. And the disciplines that we were taught and which we were encouraged to employ in our lives, those, I say, even today, I have these precious memories, excuse me, and I must say I am grateful that I was exposed to that kind of environment.
Stan, what are some of the fondest memories you have on attending that institution?
Well, I remember when we were doing GCE, some of us decided we're gonna stay in the school and sleep. We slept in and studied in the school. And at nights, like 2 in the morning, when we're hungry, we go in and get mango. I mean, I remember those things vividly. We go in the bush and during the night and get mango. and suck. But you know, the people that I went to school with, I still fondly remember the bond we had. My only regret is that, you know, we went to secondary school, many of us, because our parents sent us. Because you see, you growing up those days, only big people used to work. I mean, that's as far as we're concerned. And then the people who went to secondary school are people whose parents have money. So many of us never planned to go to secondary school, but the parents, when Shaper gave the opportunity, sent us. So I went because they sent me, and I couldn't wait until the 5 years over to leave. And we made a bond. Me and a number of my classmates made a bond. When we write GC, whether we get or we ain't get, we ain't coming back. I mean, that's the regret I have, in that many of them kept to the words and they got no subjects and they did not go back to school. Fortunately, I got a few. So I see them, you know, and I say to myself, boy, you know, boyhood days, you make crazy promises. So they are where they are because we made the decision. And like I said, I mean, we made it together, but that's one of the regrets. But the memories at chapel, as Dr. Dumbo said, we look forward to that. I mean, the thing is, Andre, you go in chapel in the morning and you're supposed to go from chapel to first period, right? But sometimes when things get hot, you're having first period, you're having second period, you're having third period. We just keep going and going and going. I remember reminding Wendell de Riggs. He was a student, then a teacher. When we have a rival, like these guys start preaching and they're just keeping us going, you know. So that was instilled in us. Everybody didn't go to church, as Dr. Dubo said, but they had an opportunity to experience, you know, religious affiliations and moral teachings that's entrenched. And there is a proud look on every Shaper school, and I saw it on Sunday. And thanks again, Andre, for streaming. Somebody did they posted thanks to you, because we were there on Sunday, and it's like your memories come flooding back at the good times you spent within those walls, notwithstanding the sandfly, you know, that was there, but we had long sleeves and so on. But there's a camaraderie between Shaper students, and you meet people and just say, "You're a Shaper girl, you're a Shaper boy," and our faces just light up. And we like to say that any place you go in Grenada, we're starting with Grenada, any business place you go into Grenada, you will find somebody who either is in Shaper school or passed through there. Every business place was touched by the influence of Shaper students. So we're proud to be ex-Shaper students, and the alumni is intended to revive, and it's happening. I told Dr. this morning. There's a spiritual revival among us, and the 60th anniversary is infusing us with this energy to encourage people to remember where they came from. And
on that note there, Stan, to remember where they came from, I want to give Dr. Dubois the opportunity now. Doc, speak to us about your activities. You've already had your church service that was on Sunday. What else can we look forward to coming, and when does it all end?
Well, on our next major activity is tomorrow, where we will have the meet and greet. And I think you interjected very nicely there, because just to be springboard from where Stan was talking about, the reunions, you know, the energy created is so contagious. So tomorrow afternoon at 3:30, we go to Belmont Estate and we have what we call the meet and greet of the school. Already, many people have joined us from abroad, and we expect some coming in today, some tomorrow. And everybody's so excited to meet one another and to reconnect. And, you know, some of us, we've changed over the years. So it's like some of us may have to wear name tags, you know, to identify who we are. But nonetheless, it's going to be an afternoon of really reconnection, and most importantly, recommitment to an institution, a noble and honorable institution that has paved the way in a magnificent way as to whom most of us are today. So we're looking forward to that on Wednesday. And on Thursday, we are going to have a health fair. A lot of medical products from the school. I use products because with the school has produced a lot of people who have gone on to excel in the medical field. We are going to have a health fair where we are going to bring our expertise to the students and to the neighboring villages like Clogie, Florida, and those areas. Sister Anoris Martin Charles is spearheading that. All of us are on her team, and we are looking forward very much to serving our children. We already have a few doctors in from the US and nurses, and coupled with those we have here, we want it to be a very memorable exercise and to awaken the consciousness, the health consciousness of others. Of course, I'll be servicing the dental aspect of it. And so, yes, so that's for tomorrow. And on Friday is going to be another exciting day because we spoke about the chapel days. And Andre, I hope you remember chapel, although you did not spend a long time with us, but you did pass through. And if even you passed through for 1 month or 1 week, chapel stays with you. So we are going to have a big chapel day, chapel morning to relive our chapel days over the years. And then after that, we are going to have launching of our mentorship program, which is GEMS, spearheaded by Brother George's daughter, Georgia Wilson, who is here from London. And she, together with other people, local people here, they're going to launch this mentorship program. It's been long in the making, and finally we are going to launch it. Also, right on the heels of this will follow the what we call an open house, where we have invited primary school students from the primary schools in the area in St. John and St. Mark, because we want to bring back that population to St. John Christian Secondary School. And people had gravitated to the school not where the school is not it's not on the main, but we had over 700 children in school at one time. And it's because of the level of education and the uniqueness in the curriculum and all that. People came and sent their children, and then we had the buses going there and so on. So we want to encourage children to make SJCSS their first choice when they go to do the exam to transition from primary school into secondary school. And so we've invited students from St. Bonnet government, from both Anglican and Catholic schools, primary schools in Guave, Florida, Clogie, Grand Roy, Concord. And those students will join us on Friday so that we can give them a tour of the school. We can talk to them, interact with them, answer the questions, and tell them why they should make SJCSS their first choice. So this is going to be on Friday. And on Saturday, there's going to be a football match with the past students at Cuthbert Peters Park. This is going to be exciting because there is no age limit. So we're looking forward to have some really exciting plays going on at Cuthbert Peters Park on Saturday. And on Sunday, the grand finale. We've requested kindly of the Governor General to be our patron at our gala at the Trade Center. And this promises to be a really wonderful evening where we're going to have a wonderful meal and have a little program and really highlight some of the remarkable achievements of St. John Christian Secondary School.
Understanding that the Governor General does not handle monies, the Governor General can't handle monies. What is the cost of the gala, though?
The contribution, I'm
Oh,
using a different word,
Mm-hmm.
contribution, because if we go to put the cost of the gala, it's going to be higher than what I'm going to tell you here. So the contribution to the gala is 250 Eastern Caribbean dollars.
Who died? Did somebody die? Stan was. Stan, did somebody pass?
250 Eastern Caribbean dollars is going to be the contribution.
Okay.
And we did this so that we could facilitate a lot of people, because galas don't cost that. You're looking at $400-500. Nothing in the 200s.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Stan, you heard the cost.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard the cost.
Yeah, you heard the cost. But Stan, having attended that school and not being able to disassociate yourself from that school, meaning listening to you, Stan, every 15, 20 words that you speak, something comes up about Shaper, St. John's Christian Secondary, something comes up about somebody when I listen to you. And we have a lot of conversation a lot of times. What is responsible for that bond?
I think the opportunities afforded us, the opportunity to enter to do secondary school is what really, I mean, you like I said earlier, we would have never been able, many of us would have never been able to go to secondary school had it not been for Shaper. And that is something that one has to be grateful for, because I am who I am. I've achieved whatever I've achieved because of the grounding I got from that school. So I cannot forget that that's a platform that I used to go to where I am. That's why you'll hear me always mentioning Shaper, And as Dr. Dubos said, we were fortunate in our times because we had transport from Victoria, go in the junction, jump on Mayfair bus, and we get to school. And then transportation from Victoria, from Brothers, back to
Victoria.
To Victoria. But you'd have thought that was only afforded to country people. They always call us country people. But a lot of tongue people ended up in Shaper. And I think you think I'm singing Shaper song. Listen to those guys from St. George's. And I mean, I on Sunday when it's coming up to the church service, I had 3 of them, 3 ladies. And I'm sitting there listening to them, reliving the memories. When Gary had the school bus program, people forget that. There was this big yellow school bus and the small green ones. Shaper students benefited the most from that. It came up full. So, I mean, I'm going back to your question. It is because of the grounding, the opportunities that I was afforded. That's why I keep singing the song.
Okay. Julie, same question to you.
Why do we keep singing the song about Shaper?
Yeah, why do you keep singing the song?
Well, Andre, music is my passion to begin with.
Okay, Julie, I got that, Julie.
Andre, when the scholarships came to go to Cuba, guess what I asked for? A music scholarship.
Really?
Yes.
So that is why you're playing ping pong inside people's mouth up to now.
But this I usually went to McDonald College for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And in McDonald College, Mrs. Avis Friday,
mm-hmm.
she allowed me to play the piano sometimes for assembly in the morning, on a Monday morning, And when I went to St. John Christian Secondary School in Form 4, I transferred because of the whole issue, the challenges that we had faced then with the buses not being able to run properly because of the fuel and, that little upheaval there was in the history of Grenada at that time. I transferred to there. And when I got there, well, it was more music because with all the everyday chapel and all that, But what I am getting at is that I was offered to teach the choir in school as a part-time music teacher.
Really?
And yes, and Mr. Bowler, God rest his soul, from Guelph, he was the choir director and I was the accompanist. And I remember, I'm going to tell you this, you're going to laugh. Maybe you might laugh. They said no afros in school, but my hair was so thick and curly, natural. So I one day I put a little curly afro and I went to school and Mr. Macphail sent me back home. And my mother, Mr. Macphail sent me home and he said, I cannot come back to school unless my mother comes. And my mother decided she's not going to the school because I broke the rules deliberately.
Mm-hmm.
And I stayed home for day 1 and I stayed home for day 2. And on day 3, Mr. Macphail drove home to Victoria to talk to my mother because my mother was not going to the school. And the issue was all the children who were stray in the school running up and down because music period, no accompanist. And
Okay. So the main cog in the wheel had gone.
yes. And, that was something we always laugh at. But also, do you know when we were having, when I was graduating, I never marched up, when the students are marching up to the music.
Yeah, because you had to play the music.
I was the one playing the music for the march. But Andre, I must tell you though, I met some wonderful Christian people as teachers in St. John Christian Secondary School. And besides they being teachers, they were also counselors to us. They were our guardians. They steered us in the right way. And we used to have like revivals in the school, where they would encourage people to give their lives to Christ and become Christians. So, all these things, all these values came together, coupled with the academics and also the extracurricular activities and so on. It just transformed you to want to be someone that the institution could be proud of eventually.
Raymond Matthew.
Yes.
They say Raymond's claim to fame at the St. John's Christian Secondary School is that he mashed up the piano.
He broke the piano.
So that's his claim to fame. But he turned up. Say again?
I said he was way after me.
Yeah.
At the 50th and 55th anniversary of the school celebrations, it's when I discovered that he played music, and we played music together.
Well,
in the church services for those events. Yeah.
He's responsible for the demise of the piano. But he turned out into a fine gentleman, a member of the RGPF, into music. So he contributed to music in Grenada, but Calypso to the security of the nation. And what I believe is the most important achievement for him is that he had a daughter who followed not necessarily at the St. John's Christian Secondary School. I think she went to Anglican High School, but she followed in the music career. So that too is thing. I probably need to have a sit down with him maybe on one of these mornings. That is what that brings me to my next thing. Why is it that the celebrations were like squashed into a week and not spread out like throughout the year, as in your 60th year?
We Andrea, it's all about awakening and the awareness, trying to pull the alumni into a better consciousness and appreciation of that institution.
Mm-hmm.
So this week is doing just that for us. And we are also discussing what activity we're going to have something else during the year, right? But it wouldn't stop at this week for the 60th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
But if we don't have the cooperation and the collaboration of the alumni, then we can't execute certain things. So this 60th anniversary, this week of activities, all this, the church service and all that I mentioned, we have seen that it is bearing fruits of awareness and an awakening, appreciation, and come on board to help us achieve our dreams and our not just dream, but we have some projects in the pipeline as well that we are going to encourage everybody to participate in. And as I say that, after Sunday service, we've had 3 people come forward to assist with the Smart School program. So it's just about giving information and educating others as to why they should give back. Yeah.
Stan, speaking about the smart school program, Stan, I know that you've been speaking to me a lot about a project that you're doing, which has to do with boards, writing
Yeah.
boards.
Yeah. Before I answer that, though, I just wanted to stick something in here. Somebody came to me and said, there are young people, persons who graduated in the 90s, 2000, later than us, because we were there early, the 60s, 70s, sorry. And the person pointed out that one of the things that were being said is that as we spread this, because there's an expectation that we spread the celebration throughout the year, that we bring activities that would attract our young people, or the young people who have gone through the war. So Dr. Duba probably hearing that for the first time, but I intend to bring it up in our next meeting as we plan the other activities for the year, that we find activities that will pull, because a number of persons think alumni means 20, 30, 40 years ago. If somebody graduated last year, they're a past student and they should be part of it. Anyway, so to speak on the project, we have a trust fund, registered SJCSS Trust Fund, the brainchild of Kenneth Ned, and it was born at the time when Brother George was around. He was the first chairperson, and Dr. Dubois is the current chairperson. And as I usually say, she trying to get Bobby socks. When your shoe too big, you can't use the regular socks. So you have to use Bobby socks. So she claims that Brother George's shoe is so big, she had to use Bobby socks to help her fill the shoe. But she's doing a wonderful job. So our aim, I'm one of the directors, Dr. Dubois is like I said, a chairperson. Our aim is to do projects that would enhance the school, make it more attractive to students, make it more appealing. And there's a project that's almost complete. That's the refurbishing of the playing field. That was fully funded by a past student, Dr. Khan Ned and his family with WippleNet Foundation, $300,000+. That's almost complete. And there are 2 other projects that we're working on. There's the Smart School project and the school bus, electric school bus project. So the Smart School project, we started off with a pilot project using whiteboards. We brought in 3 whiteboards, installed it in 3 classrooms, and the students and the teachers were so excited about it. And by the way, that was sponsored again by the WippleNet Foundation. Dr. Digo Humphrey also sponsored one. So we decided to transition. Our independence doesn't say up, up, up. We decided to go up. So we decided to move from whiteboards to smart boards. So we developed this project to convert all our classrooms at the school into smart classrooms, which in turn would make our school a smart school using interactive smart boards that would give the teachers the opportunity to record every delivery, the students would then be able to go back and listen to the subject that was taught. In school, the teacher goes as fast as the average student, but the slow learners get left behind. This is going to give an opportunity to people to go back and play back what was done in school. It also is going to prepare the way if and when the next pandemic comes, where people can stay at home and do full interaction at school. So we have 15 classrooms that we want to outfit. As Dr. Dubois hinted to, we got funded for 11 so far. Caribbean Agro sponsored one classroom. Republic Bank sponsored 2. Dr. Tristan Smith sponsored 1. And the WippleNet Foundation, the Net Brothers sponsored 7. I think that 11, I don't know much, but it comes up to 11 anyhow. So we are in deficit of 5. Dr. Dubois just said that following her passionate appeal on Sunday, 3 other persons came on board. And there's another person that has promised, and we're going to go to him. So if he takes it up, then we'll be fully complemented as far as the smart school is concerned. And Andre, SJCSS is always a school of firsts, and will be the first school in Grenada, most likely in the OECS, most likely in the Caribbean, to be a smart school, right? So we're going to be making history, and we want again to publicly thank all those persons who came on board. So that's one project, and it is a signature project for our anniversary celebrations. The other one, to take care of the issue with transportation, because we are fortunate, as I said, to have transport taking us from Victoria to Brothers. Now students have to be bused to go off. Those who have money probably would pay the small buses to take them up. Those who don't have will have to go up. Inclemency of the weather, all of that. They would get to school almost exhausted and start to learn from a period where their brain is not fresh. So we also planned as a trust fund, and we launched or started the process of doing the electric buses. So our plan is to have 23-seater electric buses that would shuttle students from Gore to Brothers, electric. And we go electric because we keep it in step with a drive to reduce carbon emissions and the whole question of ensuring that we are green. So that's the second project. This one is not yet sponsored. So we're looking for sponsorship for that one, either one of the buses or 2 of the buses. And we would be putting the names of the sponsor on the side of the bus, sponsored by.
No, I can't afford it. I can't afford it.
That's an opportunity. The same would happen in the classrooms. Every person who sponsor a classroom, their name, there'll be a plate.
But here's an idea for you, Stan and Julie. And Stan, it just came from what you just spoke about in relation to the buses, because you said something very interesting. When in your time, buses came from Victoria up into Brothers. Today, the children get shuttled into Guave and then have to find a way out of Guave into Brothers.
Yeah.
So there must have been some bus drivers, Stan, back then, who really and truly contributed towards education and probably didn't even know that what they were doing.
Yeah,
They probably they're driving bus, so they just take the children to school. And their efforts really and truly should not go unnoticed. Now, some of them may be still with us. And Julie, I'm going to put this one square on you. I think it is important that as you do this, and this can be one of the activities that you have throughout the year, well, within this year, and recognize some of these bus drivers, bus owners. And as I said, there may be a 1 or 2 who are still around, and it'd be nice to present them with something.
Yes.
Present
Yeah,
their family, posthumous award, present their family.
Exactly, because we're talking about Mayfair. and I'm jumping the gun here.
Okay, there you go. There you
Era,
go.
I think Canning at one time used to carry us. We used to call it the oven, the small white minibus that he had. There are a number of them from Goa, from
Yes. Yeah.
they brought. So I think that's a wonderful idea, Dr. Lubo. We have to.
Yes, yes.
work on this.
I'll just email me and so I'll know where to send the invoice.
We don't have money. We don't have money.
Know where to send the invoice. But finally, from Stan, I'm going to go to you for a final and then go to Julie for a final. When all this is done, Stan, meaning the celebrations for this year, when all this is said and done, what do you want to see within the next 5 years for the, should I say, the alumni of the St. John's Christian Secondary School, Stan?
Yeah, the first thing we want to do is to bring on board the younger alumni. I think that's a task we have set ourselves to get that accomplished, where students who have graduated recently, and not only in St. John's Christian, most secondary schools, alumni comprises of persons who went to school 40 and 50 years ago. We want to bring in the younger ones because it's not only for our time. The trust funds aim is to ensure that we provide support to the school in whatever way. So in order for our school to grow, there are a number of things that's outside of the regular education environment Ministry of Education provides, or if it's a church school, the church provides, like the Smart School, for example. This was not a ministry's initiative, it was an alumni initiative. So we want to be able to ensure that when we sit in a rocking chair, I mean, you can have a pipe in your mouth but have no tobacco in it. Rocking on in your rocking chair, you can still listen and see what other alumni is doing. So the aim is to ensure that what we do now is going to form impressions in the minds and hearts of the younger ones, so that we can continue to build and give back to our institution.
Dr. Julie Dubois. Of course, the next question and final question goes to you, Dr. Julie Dubois. You're going to have that event at the Belmont Estate. That is tomorrow evening, correct?
And I have invited you, yes.
Yes, you're going to have that event there. Now, having an event like that at Belmont Estate, what do you hope to come out of that event, and how do you think that event will foster better relationship with the different generations that you expect to come out tomorrow evening?
We would like, first of all, to reconnect. Those of us who've been out of touch with one another, we're looking for that to reconnect. But most of all, we're looking to recommit to the school into, I would just use a very simple term, to give back and show appreciation to what the school did for us. And also, I want to, we're looking to encourage, Stan talked about encouraging the younger alumni. And this is important because we're getting older. We wouldn't be here forever. They're the ones to come and take up from where we would have left. So we're looking forward to encouraging them. We're also looking, like I mentioned before, one of the most important things we're looking to come out of Belmont Estate tomorrow is our commitment to the projects that are on stream right now. Like Stan mentioned, the school bus and the Smart School program. We're really looking forward to that. And if some of our alumni who have the time or who can make the time can serve to be mentors, so that we can strengthen that mentorship program that we're going to launch on Friday. So, these are some of the things that we're looking forward to. But I mentioned reconnecting first because when you have that, one can remind the other, one can tell the other. So we open that avenue of communication among ourselves. We do have a very active alumni group chat, over 200 people, but that's not even a drop in the bucket considering the thousands that went through the school. So, we're looking forward to that. And I must say that also to encourage, what we want to also do is to, those of us who have the time, visit the school, arrange with the principals sometime and visit the school so that the kids can, they can have a chat with us. We can share our experiences with them so they will realize that, they're not alone when they face difficulties and so on, and say that, in the midst of all that, God is there. Success can come once you put your mind to it with your faith in God and so on. So we're looking forward for an all-rounded result from our experience tomorrow, please God, at Belmont Estate.
Stan Phillip, Julie Dubois, thank you so very much for sharing this morning on our program. We've gone past the time of the program by some 35 minutes. No, it wasn't all my fault. I gave you what you lost. But,
thank you so much.
But you just went over, and I allowed it to happen. I promised myself that. What's your problem, Stan? I didn't hear that.
I said thank you.
Hold
Thank
on.
you.
Well, you said what?
Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying pay.
We do appreciate it. You never know, Andre. You never know.
I know. Trust me, I do know. But again, thank you so much, very much. And there was one person who messaged me while I was doing the program, Stan. A past student of the school, he indicated that he's Burgess McPhee. He goes by the Calypso Sobriquet Quaco. He resides in the United States. He sent something to me, and I asked him if he was listening to the program, and he wasn't listening. So I trust that he'll go back and have a view of it on YouTube, maybe when he can find the time to do so. But so you guys can send out the message to those who were not able to view the program this morning, meaning the past students this morning, and they'd like to see and hear you talk about their school. They can go on to the Real FM YouTube channel, excuse me, and view at any time they so do wish for. So again,
we will share the link. We will share the link with them on all our platforms.
Yes. So again, lady and sir, thank you so very much, and do enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you for having us.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you. Okay.
All right, good. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. Broadcasting from studios located Main Street Sateas inside a beautiful historical St. Patrick. This is Real FM Radio. Stay with us.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired